Welcome to Amazing Indiana Music Stories.
I won the Metropolitan Opera competition in '97. Right after that, things just started bubbling and happening, and I was singing with symphony orchestras and doing recitals here and there, and I didn't actually get to the Met until 2001. So I got to the Met, sang my audition, and I was so nervous. I said to them, "Excuse me, can I just get a sip of water?" They said to me, "If you keep singing like that, you can have anything you want." I said, "Okay." So I ended up getting my first cover contracts, which is like being an understudy. My first cover contracts with the Metropolitan Opera, which were Aida, and then I covered Amelia, and actually ended up doing Amelia and Umbalo and Mascara. Did do Aida several times and covered Ariadne of Naxos. So at the Met. After I started my cover contracts, as a cover, you have to go to all of the rehearsals, okay? Of course. You have your cover rehearsals, which as a cover, you never touch the stage, okay? You are in all of the bowels of the Met and in the upper echelon parts of the Met, but you're not on that stage, okay? But you're learning, you're coaching, you're staging, you know the role inside and out, okay? But you just never get a chance to get on the stage. Well, it's time for the Sitzprobe, which is a big orchestra rehearsal. It's the first orchestra read for the orchestra with the conductor there, all of the singers that are doing the roles, and then all of the covers that are doing the roles. The cover customarily sits behind the person that they're covering, okay? And you're watching the conductor, and you are listening to the orchestra, and you're taking notes, and you're doing all these things to make sure that just in case you get the opportunity to step in, that you are ready. Because like I said before, it's better to be prepared with no opportunity than to have the opportunity and not be prepared. With this particular Sitzprobe that came up, the soprano that was singing the role of Aida came up to me actually the day before. And she said, "Angela, I am having an allergic reaction to a cat that stayed in the apartment. And so I'm having, some problems with that. So I don't think I may not be able to sing my Sitzprobe tomorrow." And I was like, "Okay, I'll be prepared." I get to rehearsal that morning. I go back into the rehearsal room or the orchestra room, and she goes, "I tell you what, I will sing the first part, and if I feel like I can't do this, I'll let you know." I was like, "Okay, okay, 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 okay." And so I'm sitting there, and I'm actually sitting in her seat and didn't realize it, and in the front row, and she's sitting in the back over in the corner. She stands up, she sings, and she sounds great to me. Then she turns to me and goes, and I said, and so with blinders on and like a newborn colt, I stood up, knees shaking, and then I just got with the conductor. I sang all of Aida that morning, and it was like I was on autopilot. That afternoon, after I had sung Aida the second time, because remember, I'm a cover. This is the first rehearsal, okay, for the orchestra. All of the singers are there. That means they're getting ready to go on stage. So we had to, as covers, make sure that all of our staging was solid before we could leave and then sit in the audience to watch them hit their marks on stage. Okay? So I had to sing Aida twice that day. Once as a rehearsal, the second time actually performing it, but in the rehearsal rooms. I get home, get back to the Bronx, because remember, I had moved to the Bronx with my girlfriend. Got back to the Bronx, 45-minute train ride up to White Plains Road and 219, had cut my phone off. When I turned on my phone, it was just, I had all these ding ding notifications coming in, whatever. And I listened and I heard my agent Janet screaming, Angela, what did you do? The Metropolitan Opera called and wants you and gave you a contract for 14 performances, and 2 of them will incorporate your debut. What did you do? I said I sang. I was prepared with no opportunity. Then to have the opportunity and not be prepared. So that's how I got my debut in 2004, October 29th, 2004, at the Metropolitan Opera.